I think if you were to sit and consider the risks in everything you did, you'd never do anything, you know. You just have to go forward and do it. My role as the leader of the Women's Equality Party is the chance to be involved in a fantastic political adventure with a very, very serious purpose, which is to put equality for women and thereby for men and many other people back at the top of the mainstream political agenda. My main drive really has always been to engage in everything that's around me. I've always been really conscious that we're really not here for very long, and that life is very rich and that there's a huge amount going on, and I really want to engage and participate as much as I can. The campaigning that I was doing for the National Autistic Society, which I continue to do, came about because I felt that my daughter was unsupported and misunderstood when she was diagnosed with autism. Through that experience I became aware of how we're really not good at taking in, understanding, listening to diverse voices. Politics has become a word that means distant people, usually white men in suits, scoring points. And I think, if anything, what I'd like to do as a journalist coming to politics is rewrite the story a bit, if you like, as a journalist, is to sort of say, you know, politics isn't this. Politics is just people. It's just ordinary people working to make their lives better and to make everybody else's lives better. I wouldn't say there's been one or two or three particular moments that's defined me. I'd say it's more the people around me who have sent me in the directions that I've followed. My mum and dad were fantastic parents. They were very engaged and very adventurous. I think they're both big thinkers, and they encouraged me to really consider what was going on in front of me. And then after that, I learned a lot from the reporters that I worked with at Reuters, who really were very forensic in the way they approached stories and really looked very carefully at what motivated people, what motivates people. I think a lot of young women are incredibly hard on themselves, and I wish I had learned earlier to appreciate what was good and different and clever and strong about me. And I think that's something that I really, really want to encourage more young women to do. You don't have to do it noisily. If you just want to take a few quiet moments to appreciate yourself every day, that's fine too. But it's really important to work on that sense of, no, I matter, I really matter, and my opinions matter. And I think what we all need to get better at doing is to say how we're feeling and to engage with each other in a non-partisan way, really, and to get better at saying, no, this matters to me, and I want to work with you to explore this in a way that can help both of us. So we get away from this tribal sort of head bashing, thumping each other, and really start to appreciate each other a bit more. I think the best advice that I've come across has actually been the voice in my head that ultimately has said, okay, so there's all these voices telling you this and that and the other, but you do know how to proceed from here. And when that happens, it's usually a fairly good instinct. If I follow it, I usually end up where I want to be. To see that my daughters have the same chances as everybody else and need never ever fear violence and may participate fully and be heard fully, that would be real happiness to me.